everyone, it's Morphin Mania time. I am Captain Logan, and with me tonight is DJ.
What's up, everybody?
And once again, our special guest, Dan's News.
Hey, everybody.
Dan and DJ, it's time for Stop the Hate Monster. And we've got two parts for this one, so we're going to watch one longer episode. Let's see if it deserves to be 2 episodes or if it's really drawn out. I don't immediately remember what even the hate monster looks like, but I think this is one of those 2-parters that's like not like a huge major episode, but we'll see what it's like because I don't remember it right off.
How do you not make a 2-parter like a big deal?
I don't know. They have sometimes where it's just like, you know, there's a lot of Star Trek like that too, where it's like, why was this a 2-parter? Why is Workforce in Voyager a 2-parter?
Which one is that one?
That's the one where everybody on the ship loses, like gets their memories wiped, and they get conscripted into a workforce on another planet. And Janeway, and there's like a real soap opera like romance with Janeway and this other guy. Yeah. You remember that? Why is that 2 parts?
I don't know. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, that's the one where, yeah, that's like the industrial place, right?
Right. Yeah.
And I think there's a small splinter crew that isn't, you know, a part of that. Okay.
Yeah, like it's not terrible, but it didn't deserve 2 parts. Gambit and TNG, I don't know why that's 2 parts. Anyway, all right, let's go ahead and get into it, folks. If you're watching live with us, hi, thanks for being here. Click the link in the description. That's going to take you to the rabbit room so you can watch Stop the Hate Monster with us without having to sync up. And if you're watching after the fact, we encourage you to go ahead and sync up with us. And you'll want to get out your DVDs or your Netflix, however you want to watch it, get a timestamp 0, and get ready to press play. When I say now, we're going to jump right into it, folks. And Dan's News. I'd like you to please color commentate the intro. Here we go. Everybody, please press play right now.
Color commentate this intro?
Yes.
All right, we got Zed, we got Rita, we got that skull guy, and we got the kids. They're coming in with the color, and then there's a bunch of crow monsters, and then there's that weird toy guy that Captain Logan has on his thing, and they're all going around him and in like a weird seance right now for some reason. There he is. I don't know what his name is. I can't remember. Now they're all transforming into like a weird ninja outfit. That there's a bunch of robots flying around, and there's more ninjas and explosion, lightning. The transformations. Amy Jo, who's probably not going to be in the episode for longer than she is in the intro. Billy, who's not typing on a computer for some reason. Johnny Young Bosch, he's there. Karen Ashley, they're the newer additions that I'm not really familiar with. Steve Cardenas, Rocky, you can't forget him. Mr. Wilton should be in the intro for some reason, as opposed to Tommy. I don't know why. And now they're all riding on motorcycles and blew up. The Bulk and Skull are eating donuts and they're cops. That's racist? I don't know. Now there's a robot flying around. More credits. There's a jet coming behind the robot, shooting it, blowing it up. There's an explosion behind a gigantic robot totem pole. I don't know what's happening. All right. I wasn't planning on doing that, but it happened.
That was amazing. Thank you so much for just committing.
I think I'm sweating now. I don't even...
You can go home.
You know, listen to Dan.
Need a Goldar wash after that.
I should have had you do this, Goldar. Look, it's me.
There's those puny Power Rangers. I hate them all.
Dan, listening to you do that made me think of something I'd never thought of before. And we've watched intros of Power Rangers 645 times now.
Everything explodes.
No, that I noticed. How come the same title shows up twice? Like, just in case you forget what you're watching?
The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo?
Yeah.
It's like old movie trailers where it's like, the greatest adventure ever, Gone with the Wind, starring Clark Gable. And then they show a clip, and then they show Gone with the Wind again. And then it's just like they keep saying it over and over.
What a narrator was in a world with evil witches.
With Mr. Wilton. That hat. Okay, no, this is an Amy Jo episode.
Yeah.
At least we're off Rocky.
Maybe a few episodes ago, DJ, maybe she was pretending to be sick, and then she actually got sick.
Well, I mean, these are probably all shot out of order. We don't know when they shot these.
Yeah, we know there's a lot of that goes on.
I like her hat, though.
Oh, yeah. It's covering up it's because, once again, she just showed up on set, and they didn't need to, like, they couldn't brush her hair real quick. They just tossed the hat on. Like you pointed out last episode, it was kind of musty at where
it was a little messed up. They're like three seasons in, they go, you know, we said teenagers with attitude. I don't really have attitude. Backwards hats say attitude.
It's the 90s.
Okay, I would love it, Zed, if you never said that ever again.
What did he say?
I don't even want to repeat it. He called her poison puss.
Oh.
Yep, that happened.
Oh.
Yeah. Just read the subtitles so I don't have to explain things, because
No, I'm going to make you explain things.
DJ, did you see the did you see that his spine was coming out
again? I don't know what the deal is. They need to fix that.
It's pretty bad. They're not using enough spirit gum.
Whoa, did he get promoted, or is he just?
Yeah, he's like secret agent Hulk now. Or is he Skull? Which one's which?
Bulk is the big one guy.
That's well, that makes sense. But I wasn't sure if they were going to switch it up, because sometimes they do ironic names. So.
Oh, he has a Get Smart shoe. That's
oh, wait,
cool.
this is a whole on thing.
I can't believe we got a Get Smart reference in there. Well done.
Well, mid-90s, Get Smart was in syndication, and Inspector Gadget was, pretty popular.
Boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. And
it all comes back to Matthew Broderick.
Oh, gosh. Well, this was before the movie, right? 96, I think, was Inspector Gadget, or 98?
Oh, wow.
It was later. Yeah, it was like 98.
Either way, it's before.
Cat fight.
Is he trying to lift her with a fork? What are we doing?
I think he was just down there, and they were like, just mess around. What is happening?
I think that's usually what's in the script. And Bulk and Skull do something stupid.
Oh, his hand was under her foot. He was trying to pry it up.
Okay.
They probably give them just, basic directions of a scenario.
Oh, yeah. They're the slapstick comedy duo.
So by situation comedy, we meant write a situation. The comedy portions of Power Rangers are done via the Marvel method. I'm getting Back to the Future 2 flashbacks right now.
Oh, yeah. I think it's the pink cloth and the 50s kind of clothing. He just needs a walkie-talkie, which I think they did before.
So, Finster, now that you're here, let's pretend like you're important. Like, we keep bringing him back, but he doesn't do anything. We forgot all about him last season, DJ.
Yeah, we did. Zed was not a Finster fan.
No, but I don't know why he's suddenly around. It's like,
well, we got Rito now, so the more the merrier, I guess. Let's just include everybody. Look, Squat and Babu are even back there. In the very back, you see him?
Yeah, they hardly ever get lines anymore.
Just staring through their peephole.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw out this theory. I think Axelrod got a promotion or got like a raise, and then they decided they wanted him to have to do more work because they gave him a raise.
They're doing like a chant here.
Yeah, it's an incantation.
Was that a heart on a steak? What was that?
Is this a rat monster?
It's another rat monster.
Oh my God, 90s!
Yeah, nobody ever talks about him. He's already rapped more than the pumpkin monster did in both of his appearances. Where he actually had dialogue. I think he's appeared 3 times,
but he doesn't look ridiculous like a pumpkin. That just stands out.
No, he looks ridiculous in a different way.
I don't know what he is.
He's a rapping something. So this monster gets 2 episodes? Okay.
How much of this show is dubbed?
Thanks for that PSA.
Yeah.
It's not okay to judge people, kids.
Uncool.
Don't do that. So you know that they'll all be best friends by the end of this episode, DJ.
With the mean girls, you think?
Yes, I do. Because that's what always we do that with like punk kids and motorcycle kids and.
Hey, this is the restaurant they went to when Zach was dating that girl you hate.
Is it? Because I thought. Did you see the sign that says health food?
It's a very 90s looking. The colors are all like bright purples and oranges and stuff.
Is that not Ernie's new outdoor bistro that he mentioned a few episodes ago?
I think it was a little different. It looked like, unless it was just a different angle, it may have been. But I'm pretty sure it's the same set.
I didn't remember that the restaurant with Angela was outside, but
Oh yeah, because that's where they spilled the. Remember they spilled the cake.
oh yeah, the thing with the necklace and all that, the oysters, right? I'm glad she's gone.
Dan, we've watched way too many episodes of this, and they all run together.
I can see why. This is my 3rd episode, and the Crow guys are back. What happened to the putties?
Oh, this is the first time we've done this, and they'll do that a lot through the rest of the season. Do you remember that, DJ?
What do you
mean? When they've got the circles and you see just the quick mid morph.
Yeah. Oh, they've done that.
Have they already? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's real quick.
Well, you blink and you miss it. It's real quick.
Yeah.
Thomas says they need a rap battle between that monster and the pumpkin monster.
See, there's those teleportation powers they have again.
Swooped right down.
Yeah, so we talked about this before, Dan, but I want to catch you up to speed.
Whoa, they're like underground.
The Tangas are weird because what?
That's horrifying.
Like an Evil Dead shot.
All that just to trip them?
Yeah, really.
Seems like.
And then they burst out of the ground with no.
It's intimidation tactics. Remember, they're ninjas. Except they're ninjas with honor.
Yeah,
and
you didn't know
they have ninja in their hearts.
Yeah, you never knew this.
Cool
that's
shot.
how ninjas were able to sneak around. They were able to tunnel under the ground.
Dan, Ninjor is so full of himself that he has a line in his first appearance where he says that that he wants to make sure the Power Rangers have Ninjor in their hearts. Can you imagine anyone saying about that about themselves? Dan, I hope you have some Captain Logan in your heart.
Hey, I always have Captain Logan in my heart, and I hope you go on and you take some Dan in your heart.
Well, I feel all mushy inside right now. Or
Why
we're
you
both
rap about it?
We're both just insanely self-aggrandizing.
Yeah. Oh man, what are they attacking them with right now?
Love.
Do they have any sort of established finite power set, or do powers just pop out of nowhere sometimes?
This season especially, yes.
Yeah, DJ,
is that the answer? It's just blanket yes.
DJ describes it as being like Superman 2.
The flying around the earth?
No, just
that's
that.
The first one, or isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's the first one, and then that's also the end of the Donner cut because that's how he would have ended too. But one would not have ended that way. It's a whole thing. If you watch them back to back, it doesn't work. You have to pretend like one ended a different way.
Okay.
But anyway, but no, he says it's like Richard Lester because when Lester directed Superman 2, he just had the Kryptonians have any powers they needed in a scene. Mm-hmm. So sometimes they had telekinesis, and sometimes they had a magic kiss, and that's Power Rangers. This is whatever you need in a scene. And but it's usually more vague and ambiguous with Power Rangers, where it's like their powers are they put on a costume and then they can vaguely do things human beings are not capable of. And they have like really mundane powers like we saw last episode, like being able to go back into action while not wearing a helmet and magically have a helmet back on. Like that counts as a superpower in my mind.
Oh my goodness.
So I wanted to we haven't seen them do a lot lately, and now suddenly they're squatting.
Is that Jim Cummings?
I was gonna say the same thing.
That voice actor sounds like Jim Cummings, the blue guy.
I honestly don't know, but I don't think so. But anyway, no, I wanted to mention, Dan, because you haven't been here with the Tangas, that we keep making fun of the Tangas because they teleport in like a lot of Zed and Rita's monsters. But when they leave, they teleport this time. Very often when they leave, they fly away. You're like, well, if you can teleport in, why don't you teleport out? Okay.
They just kind of dance posed out, so they refuted you while you were talking about it. That's kind of great.
Wow. They're like, shut up, Captain Logan. We
can
teleport. We just didn't feel like it before.
Well, they ran out of the wire budget for this season, so they're just going to teleport from now on. Just a jump cut.
I forgot, DJ, that this season we will sometimes have the Power Rangers demorph by pretending like they're ripping their clothes off.
Oh, yeah. Ninja style.
That's very Lois and Clark. Except they don't, like, spin around. Oh, man, we're doing that animation thing I hate.
It's a hate potion.
Well, I hate that hate potion.
Oh, my goodness.
That's just hard to look at. That always drives me
crazy. Like the effect I did on the old Counting Cryptofreaks intro with the things flying through.
That looked better, though, because it wasn't on a three-dimensional background.
That's true.
The particles are destroying the good in them, Dan.
I mean, the hate monster is going to be rapping. He doesn't have any heart in his rap. He's just rhyming. He's just saying the lines. There's no passion here.
He's taking away the ninja in their hearts.
He's deleting away.
He's like the opposite of the pumpkin rapper in that the pumpkin rapper shows up and he has like a couple of lines and he's real minimalistic, and this guy just never stops rapping.
What's going on with his hair? Why is one side like swept up and the other side's down?
I think you'd have to ask the Sentai.
Oh my gosh. There's so much to break down through this guy.
Oh no, all their good has been...
Was that the Impossible ring? Deet, 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 deet.
Well, no, that's the Power... And
well, yeah, it's the Power Rangers ring.
They stole it from this, so...
And I don't even know Kim Possible. I just know the commercials. They always play that sound.
Yeah, it's very similar.
Deet, 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 deet.
Okay, so you're going to have to count Evil Rangers
here,
DJ.
Oh,
Evil Rangers here?
I probably... Do we just count Evil Rangers, or do we count like people that aren't themselves episodes like I do in Crypto Freaks?
We haven't. We were just counting the Rangers themselves. Well,
that's fine.
Well, they're making it grow already.
How many love triangles are in the show?
Yeah, this does not feel like a two-parter. It's like, what do you do in the second part?
More rapping.
Giant rapping.
Okay, I love that line from Alpha. That's really funny. I can't believe we've never said that before. Rita's monster has grown up!
It happens every single time.
Are acting like baby. That's hilarious.
What is Aisha doing just hanging out with her grandma?
It's time for my insulin shot. You don't have diabetes.
No, but you do.
All right, Gam, you've forgotten.
So try not to get hit by those floating triangles. Really, watch out for those.
Well, that's probably why it's a two-parter. It's probably just going to end with them, hating each other, maybe.
Yeah, but we've done this premise 1,000 times.
Rocky's just kicking a shrub in the background.
This show, and I've talked about this before, but Dan, this show has the same problem that early TNG had, where these characters are not allowed to have any interpersonal conflict, so we have to manufacture it somehow. And anytime we have interpersonal conflict, it's always really surface and just because of a magic spell.
And it also just wore off immediately?
Yeah.
That was so weird.
She broke right through it.
How did she break through? Just, our friend is talking to us. That
like,
breaks
guys,
the
stop.
spell.
No, she literally said the spell wore off. That's what Aisha just said.
Well, that is the worst spell ever. I think Rita's spells on her own always lasted longer than that.
But you heard the rap that caused the spell to happen in the first place. That thing is not lasting long.
Such a weak rap that okay.
There was no flow. There was some there were some rhymes to it, but it was like there's just no passion. So usually 2 and 3 parters and beyond tend to be a little bit padded out. We are 3 minutes to the end of this episode, and I'm like, how is there a second part? Yeah, it seems like it's about to wrap up. But ching. Directionalizing that hate very well there, Tommy. Yeah, and it was a little dose of hate. Oh, is that how we're going to have a second part? I know, this time we'll let it last longer. Extra hate.
Of course.
We'll make him rap like 6 times longer than normal. Wait, how did it get inside the Megazord? Or is it right outside of it? Oh my god. I can't tell what's going on. This effect. Because the way the footage is, it's outside of the Zords.
Why is it working on all of them except for her still?
I'm sure there was some sort of subplot somewhere with the grandmother conversation that we completely missed because she wasn't with them initially. Because it very much seems like an Aisha episode now as opposed to an Amy Jo episode.
Oh, she just said she doesn't understand why she's not affected. So
to be fair, it was kind of both of them at the beginning with the mean girl.
Yeah.
Thomas says they're having a relapse.
I wonder how realistic that was, Rocky. Big man.
Hey, you were talking about padding. They had that like whole setup just so they can then have the power re-go again, and then they walk away angry. Like that was such a waste of time.
Yeah, I take back what I said. That is officially padding.
Well, they didn't know they needed to up the dose. So
yeah, that's true. They were testing out the initial dosage.
Kimberly much like cramps.
Fools.
What's happening?
I like being evil. Adam's like, I never got to do this before.
Is the rabbit playing for you, Dan? Is that just
No, it's not playing.
Okay.
Oh well, that's unfortunate.
I thought it was just me.
Did we start? Or do I have to refresh?
No, I'll have to fix it. We've only got 50 seconds left in this episode. I'll have it fixed by the next one. I don't know why it stopped working. Yeah, but I'm trying to fix it as we speak. That means you guys missed Adam's hilarious evil facial expression.
Oh no, there was an extra little end bit.
It was the best. Yeah. And now we stop on a really sad looking Karen Ashley. And Rito looking out of a telescope like he's Clark Kent spying on Lana Lang.
Ooh.
DJ, it looks like the Rabbit Room's doing what it did to us last week.
Oh. Just a running rabbit?
Yep.
Run, rabbit, run.
Not working at all. We have had some issues with this just over the last few days. Never used to have any problems with it at all.
Yeah, I had gone a good streak with never having any issues, and then I was doing a live watch with setting up for a live watch with my audience, and it kept disconnecting me from my Rabbit Room. Like it would just kick me out, and I'd have to relog into my Netflix.
You're the only other person I've met that has ever used it.
I know. Well, my fans had turned me on to it. There we go.
Yeah, Danny turned me on to it.
Yeah. And then nobody else has heard. Like you're the first other person I've seen.
Yeah, I felt like I had to explain it to you meticulously. Like this is what it is.
Oh no, I already had an account and everything. So
wow,
yeah, we're ready to go. I'm in here.
Yeah, it's a crazy like underground hidden thing. Doesn't even seem like it should be legal. But.
Bro, it really does not seem like it should be to me as well. That's what kind of my thing was like. This doesn't seem. Oh well.
See, you do a better Goldar than me, but now that you're doing Goldar, I want to do Goldar.
You got to do Goldar.
He can't stop doing his voice now.
I feel like Goldar hasn't been giving me anything to really jump off of in any of these episodes.
No, that's because he hasn't taken anybody to the Dark Dimension and fought him for like half the episode.
Oh man. Well, I haven't seen the new movie, like the reboot one, but like I was upset when I saw Goldar was just a gigantic gold monster.
Star. Was he
Monster.
also?
Yeah, that would have been Jordan showed up, and it was a whole thing.
That would have been much better.
He'll give you nothing in that movie because he doesn't talk and he's not a character.
There you go.
So that's unfortunate. You know, that would be a thing to do, DJ. Go back and give Goldar a voice.
Oh,
like in that movie. Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, we'll get Dan to do it.
Yeah, you write it up, I'll voice it.
These aren't wings.
I don't even. Yeah, like wasn't Dunkin' Donuts a big thing in there?
No,
I want a coffee.
no, it's Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
That's all I hear people reference. I haven't seen the movie, but apparently it just features egregious Krispy Kreme product.
It's not even that bad. I don't know why people freak out about it. It's
no. I think it's the people I've heard mention it are liked it. It wasn't like a bad.
Okay.
No, I hear people complain about it all the time.
Taking it that way because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I think I think some people have it in their heads that product placement is just bad in general, no matter where it is, and that like you're supposed to complain about product placement. But
it's the location, like that, they're everywhere where I live. I don't see why it's crazy.
That struck me as and I mean, like I've got a couple in my city, but I didn't. To be fair, I didn't grow up with them. Like I didn't know what Krispy Kreme was until I was in high school. Okay. But that was that movie, like having a little more fun with itself. Like I wanted more of the movie to be like that.
Yeah.
Because it kind of took itself too seriously for also being plotted too much like a Power Rangers thing.
We'll get to it.
We'll get to it when we get there, yeah. But Dan,
oh yeah, that'll be a part of this, of course.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna do it. But Dan, the Zeo crystal is buried under a Krispy Kreme. I just think that's the funniest thing in the world. Like I love that.
Oh, neat. Well, that reminds me of the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 with the Dairy Queen. Well, that's a little less intrinsically connected, but
yeah, no, it's not. They just the tendrils pop out. And,
oh no, it's similar then. Okay.
No, I'm just talking about in that. Yeah,
oh,
no, you just see the Dairy Queen at the beginning, and then later on, the tendrils pop up and
the legend of the Dairy Queen.
But I just like because in that movie they say that the source of life, because we don't understand anything about biology and science, that like the source of all life is the Zeo crystal and it's under a Krispy Kreme. I just love the source of all life is under a Krispy Kreme. It's the best.
Well, I knew it was either that or Chipotle.
That would have been even more amazing. Because I would have had more of an excuse to go to Chipotle.
But then we wouldn't have had the Power Ranger donuts that they released.
Yes, which we had. Did we put those on camera? I think we did.
I don't know.
You had
all right. So Stop the Hate Monster Part 2. Let's see if we just watch the same episode again. Everybody ready?
Very real possibility.
Everybody please press play right now.
I am not doing another live cast here.
That was amazing, by the way. No, we sometimes have difficulty deciding what to say over the intro we've seen 100,000 times. And I don't know if it ever gets better than that.
You did.
I like how they all look like they're asleep standing up.
Well, they do that in the movie too.
It's been so long since I've seen the movie. Did that one hold up well?
Actually, it was the best one I've had. I mean, it's not good, but
yeah.
After watching a bunch of this, it's much better. I've said this already, but I had the same thing I did with the Spawn movie in the middle of Spawn year. That movie's way better after you read a bunch of Spawn comics. Because they're so bad. And it's more coherent.
Who directed that one? The movie.
I can't remember his name right now.
I gotta look it up.
He had done like direct-to-TV kids movies and stuff. Meanwhile, back on top of Vasquez Rock, which is not an alien planet right now, but will be, or has been.
Brian Spicer.
That's right.
Yeah, he just does a bunch of TV. Gotcha.
Oh man, so we got to reverse engineer
Hate Master.
Her biology. This is another Stuart St. John episode. He's been a director for since the beginning.
Oh, her necklace is the reason why she's not affected.
Oh,
Grandma's necklace.
I wish we'd made that Tommy's fish necklace.
Maybe Gam Gam is a Power Ranger.
She's got powerful love energies in her necklace. So
yeah.
Wait, did her grandmother give her that? Is that why?
Yeah.
So
yes.
Oh, okay. So they're probably gonna do a thing where she's gonna go back and she's gonna be like, "Grandmother, I can't tell you anything about what I do, but you saved the world, so good job."
I bet you Gam Gam finds out she's a Power Ranger but keeps the secret.
That won't happen. That's
dang it
for the show.
That'd be so good though. That would be great.
Never happens. Yeah. So anytime you think of something that's interesting, just expect it not to be in the episode.
Hey, I don't think I could get any more interesting than Mr. Wilton and a Monster.
That's how you predict the show. Yeah, but then you were like, "Oh, is he gonna die?" I'm like, "No, that's too interesting."
Oh yeah, that's right.
You guys are missing some gold dialogue from this.
I'm so sorry.
Gold dialogue.
They were being mean to each other. Billy said, Kimberly, why don't you go find a mall to shop at?
Okay, wait. Is she when she says anniversary? Does she mean wedding anniversary?
Yeah. That's why they mentioned it earlier that when he was rapping, he mentioned it was a gift for her anniversary.
Okay, so that means that this show goes in less than real time. And that makes how long the Power Rangers are in high school even funnier.
Oh, no. You know what would be interesting?
DJ, they got married in the middle of season 2.
Mm-hmm. Towards the end, there was only a few episodes left after that.
It's been a year?
Wouldn't it be good if they were trying to work on their relationship this episode? And like while the Rangers are hating each other and working, with all that stuff, they're working on improving their relationship. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Rita and Zed.
It sure would. But as
the parallel,
Yeah, I have learned to completely turn off that part of my brain watching the show.
I feel like they do it in the very most basic of senses sometimes. Yes.
But I would say it's on accident.
Well, when you look at the Bulk and Skull segments, I think you have to believe that. Oh, they got whipped cream in that lady's hair.
I like how they're doing that in front of the tag that said health food.
The same one from the last episode. Well, yeah. I guess it's the same restaurant.
It is the same restaurant.
The Earth looks very dim and flat right there.
Like the show.
It looks like it's painted on a concrete slab, like 2 feet in front of them.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but they didn't actually shoot that from the moon.
Yeah, but you think they would at least light up the concrete slab they had a spray paint artist come in and paint the Earth on. Looks like a design on the side of a van.
Oh man, things are escalating.
Glowy-eyed hair wrapper guy is here. Is he like a kind of like the bird creatures a little bit? Because he has like the shoulder thing going on. Like it looks like feathers kind of, but I'm really confused by him.
He should have been like a beatnik poet instead of a rapper.
Hey man, come on and dig on my rhymes. Hate each other. I didn't rhyme, but.
Yeah, yours was still better.
Cap, does this remind you at all of that video you did with Vince where you guys came up with villains and superheroes and you had someone called the Hater? Do you remember that?
I don't remember that. I remember what came up with villains, but I don't remember that. That's a dumb name for anything. That's what we did.
Equilibrium and the Hater.
Oh, Equilibrium! I do remember that. Hey, everybody, Eric's here.
Hey.
Eric, we're watching the second part of Stop the Hate Monster.
Oh.
And did you remember there was a
monster? That sounds like a Bible Man episode.
It does. It really does. Did you remember that there was an episode with a monster that rapped 5 times more than the rapping pumpkin? Because he does. He just never stops talking.
Freaky Tiki rhymes.
This guy is rapping.
He's rapping. He's for
Are they trying to say that rap music spreads hate? Like, is that what they're trying to say? Or
again, don't read too much into it, Dan.
It's hard.
That's weird because at this point, rap music is like
the most
DJ
popular
Jazzy
thing.
Jeff and
the
Fresh Prince and that kind of a thing. Like Wu-Tang and stuff like that is just kind of breaking through.
There is some of that going on, but it is more few and far between. You're right. Yeah, the early 90s, it's like, it's supposed to sound edgy and have attitude, but when you really listen to it, it's telling you to put your seatbelt on. Like,
and tell you about Ninja Turtles.
She uploading herself into the internet? I am now on Google.com. I have searched how to stop hate. It says, don't look at comments. Ay.
Get off internet.
Yes, exactly.
Erica, have you ever talked to Dan before?
We did something.
We had to have a million years ago. Hey, Eric.
Hi. We did like I want to say like a spoiler cast or something.
Yeah, maybe so.
I don't know if I've ever done a spoiler cast outside of Arkham stuff.
Yeah.
We did like a panel for something. I know
we did. Were you on Deadpool?
No, I don't think I've done any other podcast other than ones with Cap.
Weird.
I did stuff with.
Did he come on? Did you come on for any of the Q&As during the summer when we used to do that?
Nope.
I don't think so. Huh?
I mean, I've watched plenty of the channel. I've seen Eric plenty, but I don't know if we've interacted too much.
I thought we had been. We're wrong.
Oh yeah, she's running
like
across them. They do this semi-frequently.
Like a Tony Jaa move.
Mr. Roboto puts in a $2 super chat. Thanks, man. Cap, who's the new guy? Is it time for a new Bible man? Yeah, we should do another Bible man at some point. We still got a few that are on the shelf over here we haven't done. But yeah, that's Dan's news. And he's not a new guy. He's actually been on the channel several times over several years, but somewhat few and far between. So I'm not surprised if folks haven't seen him.
The new guy is Mr. Melton. What was the name of the teacher? I've already forgotten.
Wilton?
Wilton. That's
yeah, the one
E.B. Melton.
Yeah, they had another teacher, Eric. They had a second teacher finally.
Wow.
And he was in 2 episodes in a row. And then apparently he shows up in one more episode later, but we don't see him between them. And he has real intense eyes. And he was in... He became a monster, or we thought he was a monster, and then it turned out that he was in the stomach of the monster.
I see.
Yeah.
Like the episode of Doctor Who. That one.
I
Love and Monsters. That awful Doctor Who episode.
She doesn't have the necklace because Alpha took it. Why'd she do that? Or did she?
Wait.
Those are nice effects. They just put a screensaver right over top of the episode.
Yeah, it affected them inside the Megazord, but it was outside the Megazord.
DJ, Tony Jaa is my pick for Liu Kang in the new, if we ever remake Mortal Kombat.
Oh, really? That makes sense.
He should be. And I really want Donnie Yen as Shao Kahn. Not Shao Kahn. I always say Shao Kahn. The bad guy.
Yeah, they're getting up there. I hope if that ever happens, they do it quick.
I always want to call him Shere Khan.
Me too. Did you guys catch?
That's Idris Elba.
Oh yeah. Did y'all catch the chairman from Iron Chef in the new John Wick 3 trailer?
Oh,
he's the bald guy.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for him to go up to John Wick and be like, the main ingredient is shellfish.
We're getting
Gam
flashbacks.
When somebody gets in a situation like this and they say think good thoughts, like that's gonna change anything.
It doesn't work for Gam. Why would it help for mind control?
Dan, do you remember that in Voyager, where in Scorpion, when the ship gets scanned by the Borg, and Janeway really melodramatically just goes, think good thoughts. I'm like, that is the dumbest thing anybody's ever said.
He's joking. It's a joke, Cap.
It's not levity. A joke. She looks really serious when she says
she? It's been a bit since. Is that the two-parter?
No, she is dead serious when she says that.
Is that the two-parter where they get assimilated?
No, but that is a very no. In Scorpion, I like.
Assuming that Tommy doesn't have like Tommy.
No, Scorpion's where they bring on 7 of 9. You're thinking of Unimatrix 0. Sorry.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Assuming Tommy doesn't have Tommy plot armor, who wins between Tommy and Adam?
Still probably Tommy.
Okay. Or I guess, who wins J. David Frank at this era? Because I know J. David Frank sticks with the karate.
Yeah.
J. David Frank or
Johnny Young Bosch. Well, I don't know the answer to that.
I would say Johnny Young Bosch.
I also would say Johnny Young Bosch.
Because he does kind of wushu and kind of calm, relaxing martial arts. And Tommy's so hyper. Jason David Frank's so hyper, I think he would wear himself out immediately.
So did Alpha just go to like the electricity box that everybody has in their house and just like flip all the switches? Turn the command center back on.
Does she have that makeup like right there on her eyes?
It's been real thick this season. Yeah.
I don't think they were really trying this time. This was a difficult monster to grow. He's a cool design though. I like his face.
I like hey go figure I'm 30 stories bigger.
Oh, is he the rapping one?
He's
the rapping one. I still don't get his hair.
DJ, do you remember his name?
He has hockey hair.
Hate Master.
Oh, is
it just Hate Master?
Yeah.
Okay.
Master of
We
Hate.
hate Rapster.
So I feel dumb for saying that, but we had an episode earlier where there was a monster with a silly name, and I was like, that sounds like a Zed name, and I thought we were still there, but we're not. Again, they run together.
No,
It's
that
a
was
two-parter called
that was
Hey,
Senta.
well, just saw Goodfellas.
That was the centipede football monster. Was it?
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a
Centipede.
two-parter called Stop the Hate Master, and I can't remember the name of the freaking monster.
I would give this show so many points if Bulk and Skull started switching their wigs between scenes. Just like between shots, just cutting back and forth, and it's different hair.
This guy looks like a member of the Monkees.
They look like movie theater ushers.
People say we both can skull around.
I assume they were waiters.
They are.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, okay. They didn't just dress like that today.
Well, they're
No.
undercover cops. They're
They're
just
being undercover cops at a restaurant.
using that as their cover.
Everybody expects them to dress like punks, so they're defying expectations by dressing classy.
Well, they've become cops since you've
Which is
since you've
really
been here
fun.
last.
Do we have the cop guy that hates them but kind of likes them?
Yes.
Yeah. Jerome Stone.
That guy's life is awful.
Because he looks like a Jerome.
It said it in the book. His name is actually Jerome.
Yeah, no, we get it a couple times. I just forgot all about that.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to do my homework for next time. I haven't read that chapter
That
yet.
frog entrance is hilarious.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, the Jeff
Jeff
had the
was
same
here
thing.
with us the other day, and he just lost it.
Every time.
Yeah, he could not get his mind around it.
So have you guys talked about the Zord thing with the Sentai?
What
I
about it?
know about the Zord thing with the Sentai. So we switched them. This is the second Zord that they get in the Sentai, and the Alien Ranger Zord is the first Zord.
Okay.
And it's actually their like building that comes apart. It's pretty cool.
Well,
It
and
shows
DJ says the Crane Zord is actually Delphine Zord.
Yes,
Yeah, which I
because it's a
didn't know.
White Ranger Zord, not a Pink Ranger Zord.
Yeah.
Well, she is the Pink Ranger because White and Pink are kind of interchangeable sometimes.
Yeah.
Luckily,
Yeah, but
it
I
has-
don't think she even has any pink at all on her costume.
No, it's all white.
yeah, and Tommy's Zord is actually just like a special Zord that comes in sometimes.
Is
Yeah,
it not piloted by anybody?
Yeah.
I really need to watch the other Sentais other than Zyuranger.
Oh,
They're
what?
like all on DVD.
What is happening?
Frogs!
A bunch of little frogs
I
came
think
out of
of
his
that every
mouth.
time.
Yeah, why is this the first time we've ever seen this?
Start
Okay,
rapping about the frogs.
You have the... That's hilarious.
Man, he's,
Yeah, we've
Flamethrower.
seen that before, but like the frog, which should be the dopiest sword, is the best sword. He never does anything with it. No, you don't. No, you
Whoa.
don't. Titanus.
And doesn't he also, at least, or is it only in the movie, they use the tongue that can hold
Wait,
things
why
in
are we
place?
using Titanus?
yeah, that's old. Tor was in between Titanus.
Yeah. What?
And we intentionally cut it because they're not in the same frame together. Well, obviously, he's from a different series,
Yeah,
but
We haven't seen Titanus since the back 20.
Well, this is a two-parter, Cap. We got to step it up.
Yeah.
Okay, but they're
The
not going to
event.
put all of it together because that's impossible. They're not going to do the Ultra Sword.
you can't defeat hate unless you throw everything you have at it.
Okay, well, where is Tor then?
He's coming.
Where's Ninjor?
He's slow.
I mean, the reason they win, let's be fair, is because they didn't call Tor. Dan, sometimes when they call Tor, he gets all messed up in his electronics and they have to flip him over.
What?
Yeah, that happens.
I am
Not-
just
not the
I'm falling in love with this entire sequence here.
I really love these cockpits. They're really, really nice cockpits.
Yeah, and the Megazord cockpit is great.
I like the reflections in Pink Ranger's eyes when they zoomed in there, like the reflections of the cockpit kind of look cool. Oh, it's
like,
those lights on the side.
every time we see Titanus, it's like we're just cutting back to a different episode.
Because we are.
Why is it there? Let's head back. Meaning
That's majestic.
back to the
And the Falcon
To the sun.
represented freedom.
I like how she keeps saying my anniversary like Lord Zed has nothing to do with it. That is
Wow.
the best.
So when does
Zed.
Zed,
He's on the ground like a baby.
what has happened to Zed?
Wow.
so when does Rito and Master Vile show up? I thought they were really.
Well, Rito's here.
Rito's
Okay.
already-
Rito's here from the beginning because
Okay,
he brings
17.
us the Tangas,
Mm.
and he steps things up and is real powerful early on, and then we kind of depower him real
He's got
hard.
such a cool design.
Yeah, no, he's great.
No, he takes over Zed in the episode that you missed.
We saw an episode earlier tonight where he actually takes both scepters and makes the monster grow.
Oh, that's cool.
Which I don't think had ever happened before.
Yo, what are you doing behind my juice
Get out of my juice bar. You still owe me for that cake.
Like he just watched Rocky.
Well, I mean, he's right there. Oh.
Wait, how do you want tests in a paint can for a perfect match of paint on the...
That is the stupidest thing. Okay, it's not for this show.
No, that's get your logic, and I kind of love it. But I just wanted to draw attention to the fact that they said they matched the paint to the paint can. As if it's like a bullet.
I must be sleepwalking again.
Is that a box of Fruity Pebbles?
They caught themselves.
What a twist.
Hey, those are the buckets they caught the footballs in.
The same bucket. So Rocky stole them from
So it was American. It wasn't the other show.
Well, it's possible that we matched the buckets.
Oh, that's...
No, it's not.
Yeah.
You guys won't even believe it. We went to Walmart. We found a perfect match for the purple in the Sentai. It was amazing. Okay, so let's act like we learned something, even though, once again, it was all mind control, and we didn't actually feel the...
I'm not sure believe in yourself is actually the response
the lesson
to
there?
hate.
Hey,
No,
to be fair, we were talking over the Gam scenes, so we don't know what happened, okay?
Oftentimes, believing in yourself is what leads to you hating. Because
Yeah.
you believe you're right, and they're wrong.
And hate leads to suffering.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so there's Stop the Hate Monster. Hey, look, guys. We stopped him.
We did. What's the name for that one? What's the the friend's name?
The one with Gam?
The one where Gam doesn't rap. No, the one where the rap monster it sucks.
Raps more than the pumpkin rapper. Yeah,
We'll have to work on that.
Yeah, the one with the rap monster that nobody remembers because everybody talks about the rapping pumpkin, but that one actually raps a lot. I mean, not well, but he's there and he raps a lot. The one with the MacGuffin necklace.
The one with the return of the buckets.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. The color matched buckets. But
The one where Bulk and Skull are nightmare graffiti artists.
Yeah, really. Sleepwalking graffiti art.
Themselves.
We're working so hard. I feel kind of sad that was the ultimate reveal, was that it was just Skull.
Sometimes they sleepwalk and graffiti artist things.
Look, that's a real problem. Okay?
Look, it's 2019, bro.
It's not very nice to make fun of people who have real psychological issues, okay? Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, folks. Sure appreciate it. We'll see you again tomorrow if you're watching after the fact. If you're watching live, we're going to do one more. So join us next time, won't you, for Final Face-Off.
I'll be so disappointed.
Spoiler alert,
Gonna
it
take
won't
his
be.
face.
You need it to be face-off?
I want to
Face.
How is...
I'm going to make some of my face-off jokes.
How is the 14th episode of your 40 or 50 episode season called Final Face-Off?
Maybe it's a hockey episode.
We've just had a second football episode, so I will be excited if there's another sport that's not football. And then
I will also accept a prison where they have magnetic boots that hold them to the ground. I will accept that.
Ooh.
And then after that, Potion Notion. We don't rhyme with our episode titles nearly as much as you'd think we would in the show.
Or if the opening begins with the monster snipering one of their little brothers. I will accept
on a
that.
fair on a
On the
merry-go-round.
Yeah, I'll accept that. I'll accept that.
I'm gonna watch that again.
That sounds amazing.
That
For some
movie-
reason, Nicolas Cage has a mustache in the opening scene. He looks exactly like Freddie Mercury.
Anyway, thanks again for watching, folks. We'll see you again tomorrow. Once again, if you're watching live, join us again in just a few minutes. I am Captain Logan. Behind me is Eric.
Hi.
Across the United States is DJ.
That's me.
And our special guest for this evening, Dan's News.
Hey, I'm Dan. Bye, everybody.
We will see you again soon, folks.